Good evening, and welcome to this evening's dinner. I have a couple of announcements to make just before we get started. First thing is, I have always forgotten to introduce the kitchen staff for this wonderful dinner. So Brian and Gary and the rest of the kitchen staff, could somebody come out here and at least wave your hand or something? And, oh, there's one right here. And we want to thank the servers this evening. I know there's Tracy and Liz, but they do a wonderful job throughout the year, and they deserve the recognition. They really work hard. And it's air conditioned back there in the kitchen, so don't worry about them getting hot. Is that right, Gary? Okay, forget about it. Also, she has not been, well, I have not had the pleasure of meeting her yet. She's been sort of introduced. Liz Smith, will you stand up, please? She is our newest employee. And she will be misguiding the youth from now on. Guiding the youth. Welcome aboard. We're glad to have you. This is the last dinner until the fall. So I'm not sure what the entertainment will be after tonight, but I do know I will not be doing a Valentine's dinner this year. Maybe next year, not this year. Okay. Any other announcements? Mario, do you have anything to add? Anything else before we get started here? Do what? Okay. Oh, thank you. All righty. Are you ready for some entertainment? Featured entertainer? Wonderful guy here. He's made people laugh in comedy clubs and private events, participated in the Clean Comedy Challenge, and is a member of the Christian Comedy Association. Please welcome the funny guy. Where did he go? Right there. Oh, already I'm laughing. A friend of ours, a great guy, Mr. Ron Barnett.
Thank you. You guys are all right. You guys are all right. I've never walked into a building where they had my picture up already and they were happy to see me. I thought that was very odd. By the way, I don't know who's been scabbing stuff off my Facebook page, but we need to talk later. No, you guys are great. I got a chance to meet some of you before the show, got a chance to talk to some of you, which was cool. And I don't know if you know this, I was actually out signing autographs. By the way, they're still out there in case anybody wants them. You know, it's up to you. I do a lot of stuff in comedy clubs, and so a lot of times they'll do an announcement, and they say, you know, turn off your cell phones and electronic devices. Had a lady come up in the show and said, what if I have a pager? If you still have a pager, I hope your life gets better soon. Hope things begin to turn around for you. Go home tonight and update your MySpace page. Talk to your Furby. See how things go. I'm getting over a cold. Thank you for your concern. Nobody cares. We're moving on. No, I am. I'm getting over a cold. And so, well, actually, it's weird because sometimes, I don't know if this happens to you, but sometimes my sinuses will wake me up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go, hey, let's play. No, I don't want to do that. But I did. I took NyQuil. Have you ever taken the NyQuil? Yeah, it's really strong stuff, and I did not know it, but I guess I should have. It comes with its own personal plastic shot glass. I mean, that ought to be an indication. They call it the stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine. I call it the waking up on the bathroom floor. How did I get here medicine? It's very, very, very strange. Here's a random thought. If you're driving down the road and you see a Jehovah's Witness, does that make you a Jehovah's Witness witness? These are questions I ask myself. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Ron, we have gotten off to an awkward start. And I know because it's me. I know because I am awkward. Like when I meet people for the first time, I'm not sure if we're supposed to shake hands or high five or hug. Met a lady the other day. She was coming in for a hug. I thought we were high fiving. I smacked her right in the forehead. I did. And then we're in church, though, so I felt like I had to cover it. So I said, bless her, Jesus. Bless her till her eyes bug out. Yeah, I'm not allowed to go back to that church. I guess they have a strict rule against smacking a pastor's wife in the forehead. I didn't know. I guess that's on me. I was not aware. It's not aware. Guy called me the other day, a friend of mine called me the other day, and he says, hey, I saw you on television. I thought I saw you on television. I said, really? What were you watching? He said, Cops. I'm like, okay, that was not good. I said, what made you think it was me? He said there was a guy being chased by the police, and he's driving his car. He wrecked his car and got out of the car and ran away, and I thought that might have been you. I said, I can tell you that wasn't me because there was running involved. I do not run. As a matter of fact, if you see me running, run. Something ugly is about to happen. Now, I know some of you are looking at me and you're like, this guy is just weird. I hear that you've been looking at my picture for 3 weeks now, and I want to apologize profusely already for that. But no, this is my looks. This is what I look like. And people just wonder. They look at me, because I know my looks confuse people. I can see it on their face when I first meet them. They're thinking, did John Belushi and Roseanne Barr have a love child? What is the deal there? That is so weird. My looks get me in trouble. I actually went with a bunch of my friends to Epcot. Okay, 20 of us in line. One of us got pulled out of line for a random weapons check. Now, let me help you. If this happens to you, do not go la, 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 in the middle of it, okay? They do not like that at all right? I did get through that. Okay, I was fine. Got back to the back of the park, and I guess they got those countries in the back, and I'm in the Moroccan pavilion. This guy walked up to me. I guess he thought I worked there. He's like, hey, Abdul, where can I get me one of them Arabian-type, Persian-type rugs? I'm like, I wouldn't know what to do. Looked him right in the face and said, you want a rug, my friend? I have cousin, get you a great deal. So now I'm in the rug business. Me and my cousin Mahmoud, we're in the rug business. Well, his name is Jerry. We don't have to worry about that. Now, people react weirdly to me. They just look at me, and it's weird. I was in a store minding my own business. And I looked up, and there's a guy staring at me. I nodded. He nodded. Everything's good. Looked up a couple minutes later. He's still staring. He was a weird-looking dude. He was a mean-looking dude. And I thought I was going to get mad until I realized it was a mirror. I went, oh, how you doing? Okay. No. People wonder about my ethnic heritage. I do get a lot of questions about it, mostly from Homeland Security. Anytime I go to the airport, my wife and I go to the airport, she says, now, I'm going to go through security first. I'll be down at Starbucks when you finally get done with these people, okay? So, and she's saying that's true, because there she is. Everybody say hi, Beth. That's her. So, yeah. So, if you're wondering, part of my family's white, part of my family's Native American. So periodically, I feel a need to steal land from myself. But then I feel bad, and so I give parts of it back. Allow myself to build casinos on it, which I think is nice of me. And I married, obviously, a white woman. And I did not realize how white until I met her family and realized they're all from Scotland, Ireland, and England. These are the whitest people on the planet. I was not aware. They are one step above glow in the dark. That's what I'm talking about. You put them in a dark room, turn a black light on, they pop right out. It's amazing. And I did not realize there's levels of white. There's white, there's lily white, there's pasty white, and there's clear. They go to the beach, they go from white to red. Do not pass tan. Do not collect $200. These are some white people. We do have 2 kids. Thank you. Not going to applaud for the kids. Okay, I see what I'm working with now. No, we do have 2 kids. My daughter's 26. She called the house the other day to inform us that she has a new boyfriend who's 48. Yeah, we're thrilled. And she wanted to bring him by the house, and I said, no. My wife said, now be nice. I said, no, we're good. I got questions, though. Like, what was your favorite rock band in the 80s? Which AARP plan looks good to you? What is up with these kids today? Seriously. I got a son who's 20, and he's in college. He's not doing well. He took a class called Student Learning Success and failed it. I guess he was in the room and the success was happening. Other students getting the success. Yeah, not him. Got a couple new things we got at our house we're really kind of excited about. We got a Keurig coffee maker. Anybody got a Keurig? Okay. I'm in the land of the Keurig. I'm good. I did that joke in Nashville. They looked at me like, what is this Keurig he's talking about? It's a German thing, isn't it? I don't understand what it is. Didn't go well. Hopefully it'll go well here. No, we got a Keurig. It was great. But it makes weird noises, let's be honest, right? Like when it starts up, it makes it sound like, okay, something is happening. And right before it gives you coffee, gives you that sound. Like the best part of waking up is not in your cup. That is wrong. Not sure the engineers were on that one, but no. No, we also got a new satellite dish we're excited about. We're getting the weird channels, though, let's be honest. We're getting the international channel. 3 o'clock in the morning, you can watch the Japanese version of The Voice. 57-year-old Asian man going, "This girl is on fire! This girl is on fire!" I'm going to keep singing till you laugh. That's what's going to happen. I just want you to know right up front. No, we drove here, and my wife says, and I don't know if I buy this, but my wife says that I'm a bad driver. She says that because I am the guy, I use my turn signal right before I cut people off in traffic. That's me, okay? She says I'm a bad driver because I learned to drive in a small town, okay? And we didn't have anything. We had no traffic reports or nothing. So I got to the big city, and they said, "Oh, you should use the traffic reports to tell you where the slow spots are." I said, "Oh, we didn't have traffic reports in my small town." Well, the closest thing we had was a guy used to wander in the grocery store going, "Y'all don't go that way. Jimmy's got his truck stuck in a ditch again." We didn't have that. Matter of fact, I was in my small town not too long ago, and I said, "I need to get an Uber." Yeah, they don't have Uber. They have a small town version called Goober. You stand on the street corner, somebody comes by, "Y'all need a ride?" "Well, get up in the truck." I do drive a red Dodge pickup truck, and I had an accident with it recently, and I thought it was weird because it's red, you want to be able to see it, and it says Dodge right on the front of it. It tells you what to do. People hit it. I couldn't figure it out. They said, I took it in. They said, "Hey, by the way, you need a rental car." Went to the rental car place. They said, "What do you drive?" I said, "Red Dodge pickup truck." They said, "Great, we'll see what we can do." I left with a VW Beetle. And I don't know if you know this, but the VW Beetle is without a doubt the most emasculating car on the road today. Because if you're driving a big car, you're used to a big car horn, and the big car horn says, "Hey, get out of the way." If you're driving a VW Beetle, the horn says, "Excuse me." You can't intimidate people on the freeway with, "Excuse me, excuse me." It just doesn't work. Big fan of Elvis. Anybody an Elvis fan? 4 of you. Okay, this joke is really going to go well then. Unless you go, "Who is this Elvis person? I don't know who he's talking about. He just talks so fast. Does he always talk like that?" No, yeah. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. We appreciate your input. Now you see why I have to bring her. Okay. No, I'm a big fan of Elvis, but not Elvis impersonators. I heard about a guy going around the country singing songs that Elvis would have sung had he lived. Yeah. That means there's a guy in a white jumpsuit going, "Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. Here's my number. Call me maybe." I don't know about you, but I don't want to hear, "Well, I'm all about the bass, no trouble." And the one he's doing now, "I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it." Dude, if you can't feel your face, that is not love, that's a stroke, all right? Move on, people. Move on. I am a big guy, and I know I'm a big guy. You don't have to tell me. I know. And I know because I've done the test. You know what the test is? If all the clothes that fit you come from a big and tall shop, and you're under 6 feet tall, you're big. That's how you know. And there's certain advantages of being big, though, I got to be honest. Like, for example, I don't have to watch where I'm going anywhere. People just get out of my way. I can walk into traffic, and everything stops because nobody wants this size dent in their car. It's very simple. I'm helping people, Pastor, I'm helping people return to their higher power every time I get on a plane. Because people are crying out to God, hoping I don't sit next to them. Atheists are crossing themselves. I hear God is great, God is good. Now I'll lay me down to sleep. Yeah. And I finally get to my seat, and son of a gun, the seatbelt doesn't fit. Right? So I say to the flight attendant, by the way, I need a seatbelt extender. She says, okay. So she goes, which I don't understand this. Okay, when I was coming on the plane, all of the flight attendants did the little thing that said, hey, most likely to need a seatbelt extender, that guy. So I get in my seat, and she brings me, and she puts it like this, like it's a drug buy or some kind of thing. I couldn't figure out what she was doing. All the people around me heard me say, I need a seatbelt extender. She heard me say it. I don't know what this little move is, like to save my feelings. I know I'm big. This is not news, right? Now, there are some disadvantages to being big. The biggest one is when you go to the doctor, I don't care what you're going to the doctor for, it's always, you probably need to lose some weight. You could go for headaches, broken bones, gunshot wounds. Oh, you need to lose some weight. Thank you. Appreciate you. I think if I was in a horrible accident and lost a limb, all my doctor would say was, hey, look, you lost 25 pounds. That's great. Nice job. Thanks, Doc. Some of you wonder, do I do this all the time? And yes, as much as humanly possible. I have another job. I'm actually a 7th and 8th grade history teacher. Oh, that you'll applaud. Okay. I'm not saving lives. Don't get excited. Yeah, they are. They're horrible. I'll tell you how I know. Because I teach history. So really my job is the easiest job in the world. Because basically you go, here's what happened. That's all I do. You just wait for stuff to happen and go, here's what happened. But they do. 7th and 8th graders are weird. They make weird noises. I don't know if you know this. 7th grade girls sound like a 1972 Chevy Impala. Does somebody want to help her over here? She's lost it over here. Cindy is going, wow, that was funny. I'm using that tomorrow at work. Thank you, Cindy. 7th grade boys sound like a 1932 Ford Roadster. That's what they sound like. I'm sorry, they do. Am I making this up? Tell me. Am I making this up? I have young people in the back. They're going, that's really true. That's sad. I do like teaching 7th and 8th grade because you get them for 2 years. And then you send them off to somebody else. But you get them for 2 years. The first day of 7th grade is always the best because the 7th graders come in and going, hi, Mr. Barnett. Yeah, I'm just really glad to be in your class. Then they come back a year later as 8th graders going, hi, Mr. Barnett. It's good to see you. They come in and some of them have started shaving. That's just the girls. Whoa, okay. Little 5 o'clock shadow there, Brendy. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, when I was growing up, I am the oldest kid in my family. Any oldest kids? Oh, yeah, oldest kids? Yeah. We're all the ones going, yes, I'm the oldest kid. When you're the oldest kid, you figure out very quickly that you are your parents' living, breathing science fair project. They are not sure what to do with you. That's why there's more pictures of the oldest in the family album. We want to remember what you looked like before we lost you or the state came and took you. Yeah. My parents used to tell me weird stories growing up. They told me that there was a jolly fat man who could see me when I was sleeping and knew when I was awake. That is not comforting. That is creepy. That's a stalker. All right? They said that the jolly fat man would break in my house and leave me gifts. They said that there was a little girl who used to break in my house and take my teeth and leave me money. They told me there was a rabbit who used to break into our house and leave me candy. And my theory was, what kind of neighborhood do we live in? Why all the breaking and entering? Seriously. Why are all the childhood stories about breaking and entering? It's almost like you can say, you know what, you can break into somebody's house you want to as long as you bring something. No, that is not true. You can't do that. I went to a tough school growing up. I went to Our Lady of Perpetual Parole Violations. Sister Mary Agnes, Skull and Crossbones right here. Our high school fight song was I Fought the Law and the Law Won. Our high school motto was, "What are you looking at?" Yeah. It's weird because I'll get one of you and then lose you, and I'll get another one and lose you, and get another one and lose. So it's like it's coming in waves. It must be a thing here in Eustis. I don't know. Normally it's a group effort. You guys are like wavy. I don't get that at all. Oh, my word. What else do I want to tell you? I don't know what I want to tell you. Oh, I know what I want to tell you. I'm talking about my looks. People react weirdly to me. They do. People come up and start speaking foreign languages to me like I understand. I was in Miami not too long ago. I was trying to buy tickets at the game. The guy walked up to me and started to scalp tickets in Spanish. And I go, I don't know how to speak that, okay? He kept on talking. Now, what he does not realize is I barely speak enough Spanish to order at Taco Bell. I mean, he just kept talking, and I went, "Nachos Belgrande, man. Gordita Supreme, mi amigo. That's the best I can do for you." Had another little girl come up to me, and she started speaking Arabic to me. I go, "That's great. I don't speak that either." She said, "Oh, I thought you might have been Syrian." I said, "Yeah, I get that every time I go to the airport. Wife goes through, I stay here." It was a long story. It's great. What else do I want to tell you? I got so many things I want to tell you. I'm not from around here. Anybody, clap your hands if you're originally from Florida. You're born and raised in Florida. Okay, Eustis is the home of the native Floridian. That's good. I am not from around here. I'm from Ohio. Ohio! See, those of you from Florida, that was a test to see if I knew what I was talking about. And yes, I passed the test. That's good. No, I'm originally from Ohio. And so when we moved down, we moved to Jacksonville first. We didn't want to get too far in. We just want to get, near where but what we did not realize is Jacksonville is like really country. Did you know that? Jacksonville is like that redneck cousin that nobody wants to admit that they're related to. All the rest of the cities in Florida go, "We don't know Jacksonville. I don't know who that is." If you stand on your tippy toes in Jacksonville, you can see Georgia. I don't know if you knew this. So some of you are going, "No, you can't. I've been there. I didn't do that." Those are the analytical people going, "Wait a minute, he's telling stories. I don't even understand what he's talking about." No, I was in Jacksonville. So we got to Jacksonville, and I was there 1 week, and I went to a seafood place. And they had the specials on the wall, and it said, "Vegetable of the day, macaroni and cheese." Welcome to Jacksonville. I'm like, I might fit in here. These are my people. I went to Walmart, walking around, I had a bunch of stuff in my hand. Walked up, and this guy looked at me, and he says, I said, "Hey, man, can you help me find this?" He looked me right in the face. He said, "Where's the buggy?" Now, I'm from Ohio. The only time we use the word buggy is to describe what the Amish are driving. I was confused. He did what you do when you confuse people. He said the exact same thing, slower and louder. "Where's the buggy?" Thankfully, I had my Jacksonville to English dictionary with me. It's a shopping cart, for those of you who were not aware. Got invited to a party in Jacksonville, and lady that owned the house, she said, "Would you like a bowl of peanuts?" I said, "Sure." She brought me the bowl of peanuts. I looked, all the shells are wet. I'm thinking, something has gone horribly, horribly wrong. Was there a monsoon between here and the kitchen? I do not know what is happening. She said, "You ain't never seen bald peanuts before." I said, "Bald peanuts?" She said, "Bald peanuts like when you ball them." "Oh, boiled peanuts." Thank you for that little translation. Appreciate that. I went to a sandwich shop the other day and saw a sign in Jacksonville, and it said, voted best Cuban sub in Georgia. Isn't that like being the smartest kid in summer school? I don't know what. That's like being the tallest Oompa Loompa at the chocolate factory. That's like waking up and going, "Hey, I'm the richest guy at the trailer park. Woohoo!" Now, some of you didn't get that joke because it hit too close to home. If you didn't get that joke, do not get your mullets in a knot. Do not chase me with your pickup trucks. Do not stick your pit bulls on me. It was a joke. I did go to breakfast with a friend of mine the other day, and they had grits. I don't eat grits. I'm from Ohio. It's a whole thing. He's from Georgia. He eats grits. He makes fun of me all the time. Waitress comes by, and she says, you didn't eat your grits. I said, I don't eat grits. She said, you should try the cheese grits. I said, what are cheese grits? She said, grits with cheese on them. Like I'm an idiot, for crying out loud. I don't know. You guys want to hear some music? Are they always like this? I'm praying for you, Pastor. I'm telling you right now. It's waves, I'm telling you. Waves. It's crazy. It's crazy. Before I do that, I have a little, I'm going to put this in here and try not to mess this up. All right. That's what I like. I like to hear my own voice really loud. All right. No, actually, on the back table back there. First of all, you got a little yellow slip. Those of you that got a yellow slip on your table, that is an opportunity. If you send me, give me your email address. I won't send you a bunch of stuff because I don't do that because I don't have time for that. But if I'm ever in town or ever in your area again, and you want to know if I'm going to be here, give me those. See Beth. Hi, wave at Beth. And wave Beth. She's going to be back at that back table back there. She's also going to have a book that I wrote about 10 years ago. It's a 90-day devotional. And what it is, it's a 400 words, basically, on a little story, and then the biblical application of that story. And I started writing them, and eventually I had 90 of them. And somebody said, you need to make that a book. And so I did, and so they're back there. The proceeds from this book support a very important charity that I'm affiliated with. I'm very close to it. It's very close to my heart. And so I hope you buy the book because I want you to help support the Ron Barnett Retirement Fund. And so I'm serious. I'm ready to retire. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go. Anyway, so yeah, those are back there after the show. By the way, that's the last advertisement, and we're done. All right. I'm not touching it, by the way. I'm not even looking hard at it. Am I going to have problems with you? What's your name? You're not going to tell me. Wait. I love it when they start pointing at each other. That's my favorite part. Let me see. I'll tell him his name. He doesn't know. He's an idiot. What's he know, right? No, what's your name, dude? Joel? Thank you. There's no prophet Ron in the Bible, by the way. I looked. I don't know if there was a prophet Ron. He never did anything, or there really never was one. But yeah. My friends John and David told me about all of their exploits. I got nothing. I got zero. All right? Anyway. Any married people, by the way? Married people? That's pretty much what I get from married people. Anybody? Married people? Yeah. Married people, oh my Lord. She's here too. That's the weird part. Who's been married? Let's say 30 years or more. 30 years. Let me see 30 years. They have to be in the room, by the way. It's a rule. We can't say, yeah, I left her at home. Okay, 40? Anybody 40? Wow, you guys are great. How about 50? Anybody 50? Oh, they're like, get to the big numbers. We don't even care. Do I say 60? Can we go 60? 60? How long y'all been married? 60 years in June the 20th. So really it's 59. You're cheating, dear. Notice he didn't say a word. He's like, whatever she says, that's what we're going with. I don't really care anymore. Yes, ma'am. How long have you been married? 61. See? Beats your 59. I'm sorry. Is this your husband? That's your husband there? What's your name, guy? You have to ask her? Is that what I have to look forward to? Seriously? What? Mike? Isn't that what I said? Thank you for that little part of your life. I appreciate that. You going to tell us your entire life story now? Is that what's going to happen? I'm kidding, Mike. Okay, so Mike, you guys, when you guys go out, do you do most of the driving? You don't even know that? You do most of the driving? Does she have her side of the car and she tells you what's out there even though she's looking from the same thing you are? She's looking through the same windshield you are, but she's going, watch, watch. Well, that's great because I had my eyes closed. I was just waiting for you to tell me what to do, right? My favorite one, what? Oh, yes. Oh, they're stopping. Thanks for that little tidbit. Is that what those red lights are on the back of the car? They didn't cover that when I was in driver's ed. So the red one means stop. The green one means go. Appreciate you. Yeah, is this what I've got to look forward to? Every time I ask him a question, he looks at her. Like, did I answer that right? I don't know. You guys are fun. I like you. The smart ones. I'm dumb, dude. I'm sorry. I am dumb. All right. I am working on a new song, a new praise and worship song. Yes, I'm multi-talented. I can't help it. And I want your advice on where we should go with it. Are you guys really good praise and worship people? Are the words that I'm speaking English? Did you guys just switch to Spanish? Some of you are like, I do not understand what he's saying. I'm completely confused. Is he still talking? Is he still talking? You guys do praise and worship, right? Sing? Do you sing a little bit? Yes. All right. Well, I wrote a new song, and I want your opinion on it, okay? It goes a little bit like this. That's about as far as I got with it. You are so sweet. These people are going, just clap for him. He's weird. He doesn't understand. It should be longer. It should be longer. It's what it is. He's doing special ministry up there. That's what he's doing. Yes. Thank you. You guys are lovely. I like you already. Anybody ever have any trouble getting your family ready for Sunday morning at church? Every Sunday. What's your name? Oh, wait. Mike, it's in reverse. She's doing it wrong. No, he's supposed to look at you and say, is this right? She's got it. Will you train her, please? And she's the pastor's wife, for crying out loud. That is weird. What's your name, dear? Mel? Just Mel? Mel. I don't know what that was. I'm not sure what that was. I did it too, so I don't know what that was. Mine's just Ron. All right. Where at in Ohio? Lima. I know where Lima is. Yes, Jesus. That's God's country out there, because no right-thinking individual would actually go there. No, Lima. I've been there. Columbus, Marion, Norwalk, Bowling Green. Yeah. We got kicked out of a lot of places. What can I say? It was horrible. No, you have the same problem I do, Mel, and I'll tell you what it is. On your birthday, when they sing the happy birthday song, do they do the big slur when they come to your name? Happy birthday, dear Mel. I hate that. Every year it's happy birthday, dear Ron. It's like they had a stroke in the middle of the thing. I couldn't figure it out. No, I don't have a nice name where it's got 2 syllables. It's you and me, right, Mel? Oh, there's way too much there. I can't stop for that. You just said, no, you just said, and I'm going to repeat what you said. You said your name was Miss Smell. You were real popular in high school, weren't you? Yes? Was this a smart kid? Or was it one of the dumb ones? I mean, it's just us. They're not here. We're not going to embarrass them, for crying out loud. Are you all right? Does Mel need some water? I'm picking on her. All right. No, I hate that. I hate that whole I like that whole slur thing. I want to change my name to something because it's just that, I don't like that. Yeah, I know. And when I was a kid, how many of you remember you used to have King Kong and you had what's that, Godzilla, and there was a pterodactyl named Rodan. You guys are you guys from the United States? You guys, you remember black and white television? I can see in your faces. You know black and white television. So they had that big pterodactyl, and it would go, run, run. I thought it was my mother yelling at me. It was very, very strange. I couldn't watch it. I had nightmares for several weeks. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, yes, we were going to sing. So that was completely unplanned. Bella is now going to hit me on the way out the door. You'll never see me again. It's okay. I'll be fine. She's like, nope, not having that guy back. If you've ever had trouble getting your family ready for Sunday morning church, I had so much problems after a while, I wrote a song. And so it's a blues song, so Getting Ready for Sunday Morning Blues. Well, I woke up Sunday morning looking forward to going to church. I ran into some problems, kind of left me in the lurch. A lot of things to do before we head on out the door. Trying to get the family ready can be an awesome chore. I got the blues. Getting ready for Sunday morning blues. Happens on Sunday, even though I try to refuse. The getting ready for Sunday morning blues. My family, they all grumpy. They all looking for a fight. I think we may have stayed up too late on Saturday night. House is in an uproar. My stress is on the climb. I haven't had this much trouble since daylight savings time. I got the blues. Getting ready for Sunday morning blues. Happens most every Sunday, even though I try to refuse. The getting ready for Sunday morning blues. My kids are eating oatmeal, now they got it in their hair. My wife's been looking for shoes to match, she's working on her third pair. My daughter can't find her dress shoes, my son can't find his tie. My wife says she's got nothing to wear, I think I'm gonna die. I got the blues. Getting ready for Sunday morning blues. Happens most every Sunday, even though I try to refuse. The getting ready for Sunday morning blues. Well, the clock on the wall said it's time to go. We're running late again. And we've been running around so much it would leave you in a spin. We finally pull into the parking lot, feeling anxious and uptight. But we walk into the church again, smiling big and acting nice, like we've got no blues. No getting ready for Sunday morning blues. No us, no, not this Sunday. We managed to refuse the getting ready for Sunday morning blues. Oh, but we got the blues. Getting ready for Sunday morning blues. Happens most every Sunday, even though I try to refuse. The getting ready for Sunday morning. Getting ready for Sunday morning. Getting ready for Sunday morning blues. Whoa. All that for that? Yeah, that was it. That's all. I'm touching it again. I know. Am I good? He's like, we're getting a signal. Just go away. Leave me alone. No, I'm getting older. I am now, and I'm 56. Still no applause. Okay, fine. I see. You're like, you're a kid. Shut up. Leave us alone. I like you guys because, some of you are looking at me going, I was talking to my friend over here. He says, yep, I retired in the last century. I'm like, I was working today, okay? I do. I live in a 55 and over community, though, which is kind of cool. It's weird because I get up and go to work every morning. I leave at about 7 o'clock in the morning. And there are people out there, retired people, walking their dogs at 7 o'clock in the morning. If I'm retired and I've got a dog, we're having a little meeting. Hey, Scruffy, 9 o'clock. None of this malarkey, for crying out loud. No. What's that? I'm afraid to ask. How is this, you say? Oh, well, that could be. I have seen a couple of those. My neighbor's got a big bulldog. His head on this thing is this big around. His head's only this big. The dog's head is this big. It's crazy. It's weird. I was driving in my little community the other day, and everybody's got a golf cart. Everybody's got a golf cart. Oh, my Lord. Got to have a golf cart. And the speed limit in our little community is 20 miles an hour because the top speed on a golf cart, I don't know if you know this, is 18 miles an hour. So I'm driving behind this little lady. She's driving 12. 12. 12 is not a speed. 12 is a shoe size, okay? No. So I'm like, whatever. So I go around her, and someone has painted flames on the side of her golf cart. Sweetheart, someone has lied to you. You're not going so fast that thing's going to catch fire. Ain't happening. Calm it down. No, I am getting older. Technology confuses me. I'll be honest with you. I tried to download a song on my phone, and I couldn't do it. And so I tried to get my son to help me. And he's like, Dad, you already downloaded this song. It's in the cloud. Looked at the one and I said, which one? Because when I was a kid, check me on this. Didn't clouds have rain in them? Now they got cat videos and selfies and weird things I don't even want to talk about. It's very strange. I did, though. I did download the Google Maps app, which I was pretty proud of myself. And then I broke it. Because I don't know if you know this, you can change the voice on it. Did you know that? You get an app on there, you can change the voice. So it gives you instructions in different voices. Mine, normally it's a nice British lady. Mine is now an angry Indian guy. Okay. Normally it says, in 400 feet, turn right. Mine says, oh, what are you doing? You don't even know where you're going. And if you make a mistake, normally it says recalculating. Mine says, oh, you can't even follow instructions. Now I must recalculate. I have never liked you. You are an idiot. Thanks, man. I'm afraid to call tech support, though, because I'll get that guy. And he's like, wait a minute. What do you mean you want to change the voice? I think it sounds great. By the way, are you the same guy that I told to turn 3 times last week? You're still an idiot. I'm like, thank you very much. Appreciate your help. I think they're dumbing down the advertisements on television. Because I was watching, when I was a kid, we had 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Remember that? Yeah. I saw one the other day, and it was liberty, 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 liberty. You just said the name of the company 4 times. That was it. We had My Baloney has the first name. It's O-S-C-A-R. My Baloney has a second name. Don't sing. You're not getting paid to sing. No, they did. They had O-S-C-A-R, right? They have one. They have one now. We are farmers. Dun 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 dun. The lyrics to the song are dun 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 dun. That's just weird. I'm just telling you. Just telling you. I did have to admit to my kids, though, that when I was in school, we did not have computers, right? When I was in school, Windows is what you looked out of the front of, see the outside of the building. An Apple was what you brought to the teacher. Dell was the creepy janitor they told you never to talk to. It was weird, man. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're saying he's not as old as he says he is. And I will show you my driver's license. Born 1964. I'm telling you this. But I say this in places all the time. People go, you are not near as old as you want us to believe that you are. I said, no, I am. I can tell you why you don't believe me. Because I don't have wrinkles. Because I have the cure for wrinkles. Some of you are like, I have not been listening this whole time till you just said that. Speak, O wise one. No, I do. I have the cure for wrinkles. I just keep getting fatter and fatter and stretch that skin right out. It's not a problem. You guys have been great. My name is Ron Barnett. Thanks a lot. I don't just taking this away from me, but
Thank you, Ron.
thank you.
Enjoyed it. Thank you very much. We are going to collect a goodwill offering right now to help with Ron's retirement. In addition to that, there are some books back there that we're selling, and they're mandatory that you buy one. So we need some. Miss Cindy, can you help with the goodwill offering? I forgot to get the basket out. Anyway, apologize for that. Mr. Frank Andel, would you help us with that, please? And I guess Miss Cindy will help. Anyway, any questions? Any power killing time? You're talking about driving a while ago. This is a true story. We had an elderly couple in our church. Like, that's unusual. He was blind, and she didn't have a driver's license, and she was deaf. I kid you not. He would be behind the wheel, and she would direct him. Seriously, he would drive, and she would say, "Start turning." Honestly, not a joke. That's I don't know if you remember them or not, and I won't mention their name, but it was not hilarious. It was scary. What else? I guess this is it. Before you leave, wait for the basket, and be sure to check out the book for his 90-day devotional. Thank you for being here, and we will keep you informed when the next dinner will be and what the entertainment might be. We always have some wonderful programs here, and look forward to seeing you back here in a couple of months. And look forward to for Ron and me. And you can catch more of Ron on YouTube. Very entertaining. Hit YouTube and watch Ron. And see you Sunday.